Hi guys, DeGrow here. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving, or at least a nicer Thanksgiving than I had. So a little overview of what's going to happen this week. Hopefully I'll be there soon. I don't know if I'll be there tomorrow or not. Cross that bridge kind of when it gets there. We have a test on Thursday, and this is my checklist for this video, and then kind of tell you where to go from here, which is mainly more videos. So, what's up? So my daughter actually is really sick, and I'm home right now kind of getting everything kind of prepped for you guys, because I know I'm not going to be here tomorrow on Monday. So I don't really want to get too personal into why she's sick, but just to say that she's in the hospital and has been in the hospital since last week. I wasn't there on Monday or Tuesday of the Thanksgiving week. She's bounced around a couple different hospitals. Currently she's in Lutheran General Hospital. So one of the things that you can do today if you want to, but that's only after done with your mask stuff, is if you wanted to make a get well card for Avery or something along those lines, I'm sure she would appreciate it, or a little like video or something, and you can send it to me, or I can pick it up later on. But she's currently in the hospital, and we know what's going on, and she's being treated, and we hope that she's going to be able to come back in the next day or two. But until she comes back, you probably won't see me. So, but I will try my best to make sure that your experience there is as good as it would be if I was in the room. So, what do? I did actually go by during the break and pick up your quizzes. So those are graded and they're in the grade book. So what you should do is you should, number one, go to the grade book, and then see what you got on your quizzes. And because what I want you to do is I want you to go back to your packets and figure out what targets you need to work on. Okay? You have the test review at the end of the packet, but I want you really to focus on what do you know and what you don't know. If I'm not there on Tuesday, I will think about how I can get your quizzes back to you on Tuesday, because even though I'm planning on being there on Wednesday, I'd like to have those guys before Thursday. But either way, you can tell kind of what you've got. If you were not here to take the quiz, then your quizzes are in the test center. I spent time, I drove to the school, I was there on Good Friday at like 8 o'clock at night, picking up your quizzes so I could grade them, and also putting any quizzes that were missed in the test center. So if you were not there, they're waiting for you, and please get those done so that I can get them kind of back to you guys, and so you don't have to wait for me to get back and then me wait for you. So they're already ready for you. So you go to the grade book and you figure out which ones you did well on. And then from there, I want you to go to one of the first pages of your packet. Let me find the system of equation packet here. And on those first couple pages, they have all the targets kind of broken down. So you have this on page 3, which basically says these are the names of the targets, this is what they're supposed to do. And it's just scoring the progress check. I guess put your quiz score in on each of these things. And if you get anything that's under a 3.4, you really should work on that. 3 means that you are missing some like major skill in that topic. So you should go in and fill in this little place with what you did. So solving a system of linear equations, maybe you got a 3.4 on that. When you're doing the real life scenario stuff, maybe you got a 2 there. Maybe you got a 4 here, or a 3.4, and like a 2. So these will be the things that you really should be working on and figuring out what you can do to figure those out. So that's the first thing I want you to do, is go in, look up your quiz, see how well you did, see what areas that you need to grow from. If you get 4s on everything, I still think you need to do the test review, just because now you have to still, even after Thanksgiving and after time's gone by, you still have to show me you know what you're doing. If you don't, you're going to get that newer grade. Alright, so what do we do after this? So, the next thing that you're going to do, go back to the other page, let's get my little notes for you guys, is once you've decided what you want to do, how do we actually go about doing this? So I know you have the review at the end, but one of the other things that I've been doing tonight is I've been going and making videos. So if you go to YouTube, which I believe my screen's it's annoyingly not going to expand for me. So if you go to YouTube, let's just go back to YouTube to begin with. And a lot of you guys have seen some of my videos in the past, but we can search AD-Grow. I didn't want to post this particular video up on YouTube. Actually, it probably will be posted to YouTube. I'm creating it right now, but I haven't really figured out how I want to, give this to you guys. And how do you go to playlists? So go click on AD-Grow. So search for AD-Grow, click on me, and then I would suggest going to playlists. So if you go to playlists on here, forgot to click on me, just found some videos. I'm currently actually rendering a couple videos right now. So they're all created, they just have to get in here. So if you click on Algebra 1 Systems of Equations, it currently only has the first part of the video series, but I've already created them. I wanted to make sure that there was a spot so I could show you where they were. So there will be eventually 4 different videos. The first video is going to cover the first target, which is just solving systems by graphing substitution and elimination. So if you need help with that, that would be this system of equations video, my first video, this target 20. The second video that'll go in there is target 21. That's going to be your system of equations application problems. And then the next video is both target 22 and 23, which is the systems of inequalities, but not the word problems. And then the fourth video would be the word problems. You do not have to do these videos in order, and you really should do those videos in the order in which you need help. Okay, so if you need only help in the word problems, you might have to do the basics before you go to the word problems, but maybe it's just part of the word problems so you don't have any problems with the actual graphing. So when you're figured out what you need to do, then you watch those videos, but they also correspond to the problems in the test review. So you should have the test review out, the last few pages of your packet. You watch the videos. You can do it on your Chromebooks, you could do it on your phones. I would put headphones in. If you don't have headphones, you can watch it, or maybe you can share your earbud with a neighbor. But I don't really want everybody having those out loud because they will just get loud. Okay? That should take you most of the period. There are 4 videos, and each one of them takes a little over 10 minutes a piece. So by the time you're done with this video and you've watched those couple other ones, that would be plenty of time. Now I would tell you, when you're going through these videos, I don't always tell you guys to pause. I forget to do that. So when you get to a problem you think you know how to do, and it sounds like I'm just going launching to doing the problem for you, pause the video, try the problem. When you're done and have a solution, then watch the video and see whether you did it the same way I would have done it, or whether you made a mistake, or whether I made a mistake. Nobody's checked these yet. I'm pretty confident in my answers, but there's always a possibility that I made a mistake on those things. So again, number 4. Wait, what do I do now? It's always an interesting thing. That should be number 7, right? The last thing that we have to do. Go and figure out what your grade is on the quizzes. Figure out what you need to do. Watch the videos. If you don't remember where to go, it's at AD-Grow on YouTube. If you're still confused, ask your neighbor. Someone's going to figure out how to find these things. Test again is on Thursday. And how do I get more help if I need more help? Well, the ARC is available every day during the school day. So if you have transition, you can go to the ARC. If you have a full lunch, you can go to the ARC. If you have a study hall, shield, any of those things, you can go to the ARC. It is not appropriate for you guys to go to the ARC during my class, even if I'm not there. You should still be in the room. You can ask the sub for help, you can ask your neighbors for help, and you can watch the videos. You also can go back on Khan Academy. Remember, you can search for topics that you need help with. So I would search for whatever the topic is, just type it in and see if you can find it. If you are completely done with everything in math, I would then do Khan Academy again, and I would actually take the challenge. I would go to Algebra, take the challenge, and just see what they think you need to work on. So if you got 4s on everything and you have nothing else to do, go to Khan Academy and put some time in and get some practice. I'm hoping this is helpful and you can get some actual use out of this instead of just sitting there and filling out the review, because I think a decent amount of you guys probably have already filled out the review. So If you are that person, then I guess you go to Khan Academy next. All right. Thank you for your time. I hope to be back soon.